this changed the narrative completely. Meghan Markle allegedly crashed the Balenciaga show, and the designer just outed her. Let's set the record straight. During Paris Fashion Week, Meghan appeared at the Balenciaga show, but according to Pierpaolo Piccioli, she was never officially invited. Instead, she is said to have texted him ahead of time, asking if she could attend. No golden envelope, no runway handshake, no backstage access arranged ahead. Piccioli claims that Meghan and he have messaged some years ago. That's how she felt she could just slide in. He insists there was no strategy, no formal orchestration. She reportedly bought a ticket herself, sat in the cheaper section, and the front rows remained reserved for the usual A-listers. In short, her team tried to frame it as an invite from Balenciaga, but Piccioli denies it outright. But that wasn't the end of the story. The fallout was immediate and messy. Once those comments hit the press, the fashion world and social media lit up. Some fans cheered her audacity, others scoffed at the optics. On X, formerly Twitter, users accused her of grandstanding. She wants the spotlight so badly, she'll text any designer to get in. Fashion insiders privately murmured that this might burn a lot of bridges. Meanwhile, her PR team pushed a narrative. Balenciaga begged her to come, an exclusive surprise moment. A fashion world embraces Meghan. But Piccioli's statements undercut that spin. He didn't deny knowing her, but he made clear the invitation never originated from Balenciaga. The contrast between the PR framing and the designer's version created a credibility gap. And when credibility gaps widen, audiences smell something off. So, what's really going on here behind the scenes? Let's break it down. At face value, this is a PR gamble. Meghan is pushing to stay relevant in fashion circles. By showing up, she positions herself as an insider. But when the truth leaks out, it can backfire. For Piccioli and Balenciaga, this is about maintaining control. They can't have people assuming they'll open doors for everyone. If designers let celebrities script their access, the whole prestige structure weakens. This episode shifts the balance. Meghan looks ambitious and bold, but also needy. If you want to be a muse, you don't text your way in. You get invited. Long-term, this could affect how other designers view her. Will they see her as someone who manipulates access, or someone who demands VIP treatment even when she wasn't asked? On the flip side, her team might succeed. They'll spin this into, she's now on the radar, she commands attention. Others are chasing her. If media covers it sympathetically, the narrative could flip again. Either way, the stakes are high. Reputation in fashion is fragile, relationships run deep, and every misstep is magnified. But wait, there's more. The behind-the-scenes twist might change how we see this entire moment. Here's something many might miss. Meghan might have believed she had tacit permission. If she and Piccioli had an ongoing messaging relationship, her team might have thought it was informal consent. Maybe that's how they justified the move internally. Also, rumors suggest she floated the idea earlier, not publicly, but quietly, and expected a yes. There's talk that her team might have done soft outreach to Balenciaga allies before making the move. Another surprising point, some insiders say Piccioli is selective, but also agreeable and private. He might have let this slip under the radar rather than publicly rejecting her. That gives Meghan plausible deniability. Oh, I was told I could come. So her team's narrative might contain half-truths. They lean heavily on the story of designer begging, but they quietly rely on prior relationships and ambiguity to defend her. If true, that means this self-invite might be less brazen and more strategic than the public sees. So how will this play out? Let's speculate on what might happen next. First, expect countermoves. Meghan's team may leak insider emails or screenshots to prove they weren't off base. They'll try to reclaim control of the narrative. Designers may become more cautious. Some could avoid giving her access to future shows to avoid seeming complicit in this kind of drama. She might escalate, arriving unannounced at shows, latching on to smaller brands, or pushing more surprise appearances to stay in fashion headlines. Or the backlash could stick. If the narrative becomes Meghan begs her way in, that undermines her luxury image and mystique. And here's a bold prediction. 5 years from now, people might remember her for this moment more than any show she actually attended. The crash could overshadow the clothes. So, will Balenciaga offer her a formal invite next time just to save face? Or will they keep her at arm's length to preserve fashion gatekeeping? Time will tell. This drama isn't over, it's just heating up. This moment marks a turning point, not just for Meghan, but for how celebrities access the fashion world. Do you think Meghan crossed the line, or is she just playing the influence game?